Dear colleagues, to thank you for the opportunity to speak at this conference. It is a pleasure to present your paper development and National Aviation University UAS flight trajectory optimization algorithms based on operative meteorological information. This report will discuss the importance of flight trajectory optimization based on operative meteorological information. The report will explore the various sources of available meteorological data and the methods of obtaining this data. Additionally, the report will discuss the best practices for using this data to make informed decisions during the flight planning process. The integration of unnamed aircraft system into the national and global airspace, increasing number of USA flight and operational tasks requires the precision to overcome barriers connected with safety and economy for UAS flight. It is possible to distinguish some general barriers and challenges that refer to technical issue, economic issue, rules and regulation and coordination, producing, training and personnel uh, transversal issue that include social, legal and environmental barriers. The fact that modern unmanned aircraft sees them nowadays as a cyber and physical system expands the number of weather hazards because some of them are for physical body and another is for different sensor. At the same time, nowadays it is observed rising a lack of system and programs for unmanned aircraft technological support. It was the motivation to develop all the algorithm software to simulate the meteorological application for UAS operators. It can be used and decision support system to help operator in decision making on the different weather conditions. Thanks to the manual remove pilot small unnamed aircraft system, Federal Aviation Administration we can specify the main source of meteorological information. This is the framework of aviation meteorological service. Surveys observation, aviation weather report in the format of METAR, aviation forecast in the format of TAF, and conservative significant meteorological information. In this picture, we can see a block diagram of decision-making algorithms for flight trajectory optimization based on meteorological information. The first stage of the algorithm is to collect information and prepare the drone for the task. This means entering the name of the drone and this technical characteristic, charge capability, and the presence of sensor that will collect information about the flight during the mission in our program. After all, this is entered into the protocol and the program. We check whether all this data is correct for the route in question. If this is an error, it means that the mission should not be started yet. The second stage of the algorithm is route planning, taking into account where the condition and the area where the mission will take place. To start the flight, the initial conditions are entered in real time and updated every 15 seconds to ensure a quick response that when controlling the drone. If the vessel condition don't allow us to start the mission, we either wait for the weather condition to improve or exit the flight altogether. The third stage of the algorithm is to fly the optimal route, which takes into account the terrain, holes, hills, rivers, and the prohibited flight zone, factories, military facilities, this also includes the prompts processing for weather condition and support the operation of the drone element. battery capacity damage, if any, and the integrity of the lookage, if it is a mission to process something, and sending the data to the operation database where he can further use all this data for future flight. When planning to route in point 2, we can change this is need to propose to avoid obstacle and precipitation on the way. This also in the condition where this drone operator can make the emergency landing when the device will be safe until the precipitation or strong winds and the turbulence end. The program, which will receive information directly from the sensor on the drone, will demonstrate that what the operator is recommended to do, while the final decision is up to him. All the information that was obtained during the mission is necessary to take into account the route of other drones during the mission at the time when the mission is in process or when the next mission is planned. The operator's operation of the proposed algorithm is based on the next general operation steps: collecting weather information, data processing, route selection, tracking the drone movement, optimize the UAS movement, weather-related hazard tracing, avoiding weather-related hazard, meteorological data collection process, processing and transmission of meteorological information, battery status monitoring, performing tasks, data processing and analysis, returning to the base station. On the base is proposed algorithm it shows the next slide in the two situations. As the first, when flight is allowed, we can see the rising good situation, light wind in the absence of significant weather, the planned area of flight is rural area. Article of work, so it is good even the general flight, so we can see and indicated with green color that system recommended that flight is allowed. The next situation is indicated with a red color. When the mission is forbidden, then photography present of the thunderstorm rain is gone in the maximum wind up to 15 meters per second. We can even compare with B hazard to enemy aircraft system from the above table and system give advice. The flight is forbidden taking into consideration the current weather condition. In this paper, we developed the software application that can be used by UAS operator for flight trajectory optimization based on meteorological information. The additional ability of software applications is required to be tested is the possibility to form the real-time formation for the set of meteorological data. This can help to fill the gaps that exist because of the lack of special weather information for particular US flight planning. This can be especially important for the region with complex and even relief as well as for urban areas. Thank you.